So good morning everybody, and today I'm out on the North Downs Way. Last week I made a bit of a boo-boo. I was out on the Thames path walking from Goring to Reading, which I'd calculated as 10 miles. I planned on walking 10 miles, but due to an unknown diversion I ended up walking 12 miles. And I only had enough water on board me to last for about 10, so I was a bit knackered at the end of it. However, this week I'm walking from Farnham to Guildford, which is 12 miles, and I've got on board 2 litres of water in the back, about a litre of electrolyte in the front, and 4 gel packs, which are these things. So they're made by a firm called Kendall Mint Cake. They're a bit more expensive than the normal gels I'd buy, which are SIS gels, which they work out at about £1 each. I don't know, these work out about £2 each, but they've got B vitamins and electrolytes and all sorts of stuff in them. So, and I tested them out last week, and they seem to work a lot better. So, a lot better than the SIS gels, that is. So one of the things I'd been warned about was that the route finding on North Downs Way is particularly difficult. I don't know if some of you know, but I'm a cycle ranger for volunteering with Sustrans, and one of my jobs is to go out and renew the signs that people have destroyed on the National Cycle Network. We always think of it as a bit annoying. It's a bit of a weird one, really. We can't understand why people go out and destroy signs, because the routes are all online. I guess we go this way. Oh, that's a handy sign. So yeah, all the routes are online, and people are normally following stuff by apps or something like that. So the signage is just like an aide memoire kind of thing. But if you're doing it on the kind of like the National Trails Network, I would have thought it's a bit more necessary. It's very echoey in here. Yeah, I would have thought it's a bit more necessary to know where you're going. But I assume that people are carrying an OS map or something similar. I think one of the biggest issues with the National Trails Network, so if you kind of watch stuff like West Highland Way videos, or Rob Roy Way, or the John Muir Way, or something like that, and they're spectacularly beautiful. And then in the south of England, the most major one is the Thames Path, which is a national trail, and that's spectacularly boring. There's nothing. It's like miles and miles and miles of just river. And then kind of go, this is really dull. I mean, unless you're really interested in rivers and stuff like that, but anyway, so North Downs Way. we're not even a mile into the walk, and the dual carriageway that we started in has now gone. It's getting less noisy, I guess. There's a few cows and sheep in the fields. Now the North Downs Way goes over a thing called the Hog's Back, which is a natural hill formation which takes a major road over to Guildford from the M3. And although slightly lower down, we should be able to get some reasonable views from up on high. But I'll catch up with you later. Let's see if we can get some views on this beautiful sunny day. So far the signage on here hasn't been half bad. Even at places where you think it's pretty obvious, there's a kind of a left turn or a right turn. So I didn't have time to go out and buy myself an OS map, and I'm being half Scotsman, half Yorkshireman. I'm too tight to buy an app, so so I thought what I'll do is I'll just wing it, I suppose. I checked out the route on Google Street View and looked at the OS map online for it and just kind of memorised the route. So I've got a pretty good idea of where I'm going. Now, according to Google Street View, there's no signs here. The route is supposed to go down there. I wondered if there was a signpost buried in the No, Google Street View was correct. However, there is a clue to this route, is that that little red 22 there. So the North Downs Way follows National Cycle Route 22, especially through the village of Puttenham. So in the advance of, in the excuse of them not being any signs, we shall follow NCN 22. Oh, by the way, the OS map shows to go this rate, so it was one of the ones I was kind of going, that's a bit weird. Why wouldn't you follow that? Why wouldn't you put a signpost on that left turn? Anyway, it's a trick I learned off my mum, was that they went out walking. If you've got a massive steep hill to climb up, don't carry on walking at the same pace as you were before, because otherwise you'll run out of puff and have to stop for a rest. And the way my mum walks up steep hills is to slow right down to a crawling pace, but you're still moving, and that's the key point. Keep moving, even if you're going at 1 mile an hour. It doesn't matter, as long as you keep moving. I can just about see the next turning point. Buried in the hedge up here. Lots of really posh houses around here. Right, what have we got here? Public footpath, North Downs Way, that way. Oh, and instead of a finger post, we've got a roundel. Thank you, Surrey County Council, very helpful. Oop. Must remember to lock the gates. Oh, sand. That's going to make going a bit harder. So after that steep hill, the views are starting to open out a bit. And I don't know, out in the distance there, I think that's probably Aldershot, the military town. Okay, where do we go now? Ah, okay, there we go. Acorn National Trail. Okay, so we come to this way marker, and obviously we've got the North Downs Way sign there to indicate that's a footpath, and that one to indicate, because it's blue, it's a bridle path. But here's the problem. So you could just take that out, whack it in the other side of the hole, and divert everybody down the wrong way. You need a nail through there at least. Well, let's assume that's correct, I guess. Well, as it turned out, it was correct. It was only after about 100 metres I saw this sign. Although it's hiding behind this tree, so you can't, well, several trees, so when you're walking up the path you can't go, hang on a minute, where's the path go? Oh yeah, it's hiding behind those trees. Oh well, anyway, onwards. Okay, we're at a road now. I know the next path is over there. But it's a 40-mile-an-hour road. Whoa! That was dangerous. Woo! Made it! There we go, there's a sign to prove. Right, right we go. Supposed to be a quieter road this, but if you live in the south of England, you'll know that nobody obeys the speed limits. So we'll take it steady. An interesting thing as well is the under the new highway code rules, walkers and cyclists, you're supposed to give them a full car width of space while you're overtaking them. Let's have a look at this one, see how close he is. Oh, not too bad. Maybe just one tyre width over the white line. See these things? These are what they used to have before tractors, before the internal combustion engine. You had a steam engine. Oh, a footpath. Let's use that instead of being trying to get murdered by cars. Very pretty. Farnham Golf Club. And more road walking with cars to our next turning point. But then that's the thing with, you know, if you're doing something like the West Highland Way, then I would imagine there's not a huge amount of road walking. I mean, there'd be some road walking. But you know, once you get past Balmahar, it's pretty much all off-road, whereas down here everybody's vying for space. They want massive houses and they want roads to get the cars there, and they want infrastructure and hospitals and doctors. And the one thing I have noticed so far, no aircraft, which is fantastic, because when you walk into Windsor, as you're approaching Windsor Castle, the aircraft are so low you can count the rivets in the wings. Well, that's just the approach to Heathrow Airport, and then they want, oh, let's build a third runway. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, you won't be able to hear yourself think. Yeah, so unfortunately, the one of the downsides of walking national trails is that you get long sections of what I call mamba, which is miles and miles of bugger all. It kind of ends up into being a bit of a route march. You can see behind me there, it's just got long straight path with a wire fence on one side and a bunch of bramble bushes on the side here, and then up there same again, miles and miles of bugger all. And unfortunately I can't even partake of the brambles because they're overripe now. So there's a campsite down there in the valley called Wagoners. Looks like it's got some big tents on there as well. Off-grid generally means no toilets, or composting toilets or something like that, but no plumbed in mains, or maybe one water tap. Well, hello viewers, I'm now at the 8-mile mark. I didn't do any more videoing after that kind of like tree line sequence, because the walk is pretty much all like that. It was just tree lined and not many views at all. Coming up over Puttenham Clumps was very hard work, and about 5.5 miles I had my first gel pack. But I'm just about to have another gel pack, and I'm at 8 miles. So just another 4 miles to go, and then we should be in Guildford. Feeling knackered, to be honest. It's been hard work today. The predicted temperature was supposed to be 26 degrees. I think it's more like 28 degrees. Yeah, it's hard work. But yay, no pain, no gain, eh? Onwards and upwards, or hopefully downwards actually. So I made it. This is St Catherine's Tunnel, Sand Tunnel, Guildford, 138 yards. Not the prettiest of portals, but hey ho. So I'm now on Ferry Way, heading down towards the Riverway. Just saw some mountain bikers with the the motorised mountain biker things, and they were wheeling their bikes up here, and clearly it's too steep. Oh, this is killing my knees. So if I was continuing on the North Downs way, I would be going up and over that bridge, but I'm not. I'm heading into Guildford for the train home, and I've got a gentle river walk up there with clearly some stand-up paddle boarders to watch. So I'm going to end it there. Thanks very much for watching, and bearing with me as I got this far. Yeah, so in about half a mile's time is Guildford town centre, and you know what I'm like with talking to the camera and amongst when people are watching me. So I shall end it there, and I shall see you next time. Thank you guys, see you again.